So, for those of you who hadn't heard, maybe you've been under a rock, Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher are facing backlash for letters they wrote to the court, essentially attesting to the character of their longtime friend and colleague from that '70s show, Danny Masterson. Danny Masterson was just convicted of essay and sentenced to essentially a life in prison. And interestingly, Kunis and Kutcher are somewhat acting like they didn't know that these letters were going to be made public, which seems a little bit hard to believe. There seems to be some part of me that thinks they would have asked maybe an attorney about the potential for these to be public. But anyway, supposedly they did not know that these letters were going to become public. And um, I am going to link the letters. I'll put a link to the full letter so you can read the full context. But I just wanted to share a few quotes that I got from the letters. So they wrote individual letters, and in Ashton's letter, Kutcher, he had quotes such as a role model, Danny has been a consistent and excellent one. He wrote over 20, basically their 25-year relationship. He said, I don't ever recall him lying to me. And he also said, I have never saw my friend be anything other than the guy I have described. Okay. And then from Mila's letter, the quote I took was, I wholeheartedly vouch for Danny Masterson's exceptional character and the tremendous positive influence he has had on me and the people around him. So clearly, they are very close to Danny Masterson. They think very highly of him. Um, enough that they would be willing to, obviously put their relationship and, I don't know, career possibly on the line to support, their friend. And I think part of the thing that made this worse is that they came out with this apology video that, clearly seemed scripted. It was stiff. It just seemed kind of disingenuous. It didn't seem like they really felt it. And I'm going to talk about why I think that was, but clearly they felt like they needed to say something. And it's also been brought out that Ashton Kutcher, he's co-founder of an organization that fights child sex trafficking. So I think particularly the fact that he wrote letters to support someone convicted of SA, is really putting a negative shadow, on him and his organization. So, but get this though. So, I made a TikTok video a few weeks back, and the TikTok video was based on um, a video I saw of this ex CIA agent. His name is Andrew Bustamante. So, I'll put a link to that TikTok video. And then you can find Andrew Bustamante online. He has done several interviews, so it's not too hard to find him. But essentially, one thing that he talked about in his work as a CIA agent is that he was responsible for getting into the secret life of people. And basically what he talked about in the video I watched, he talked about a lot of things. But one thing he talked about is that everybody has a public life, a private life, and a secret life. And again, like I said, his job as a CIA agent was to get into the secret life. So, clearly, obviously, public means the persona we show to the world. The private life is the way that people know us based on their proximity to us, right? Our spouses, our close friends, people who've known us for years. Yes, they may know us better than the public persona, but there is still that aspect of the secret life. And that secret life is going to be our deepest, darkest thoughts, beliefs. It doesn't necessarily have to be negative. It's going to be our vulnerabilities, how we truly deep down feel about things. And this is inside of us. So people, even the people close to us in our AKA so-called private life, do not have access to the secret life and thoughts. And this is just my thought. I think that Mila and Ashton wrote those letters because they truly do not believe that he did this crime. You know, I don't think that if they felt that he had really perpetrated this crime, that they would have written those letters. And to me, what their letters really are speaking to is their experience of him in the private life and believing that that is who he is. Now, he was convicted of the crime, so that's what we're going on. So, I think to me, like the take home, and is just that even when you know someone and you can know them deeply, you can know them closely, to understand that there is still an aspect of that person that you don't know. And this is also for the people who are closest to you. no matter how well you think you know them and that you can predict their behavior, just understand that there is some part of them that is kept to them, whether it's something, um, criminal, inappropriate, grotesque, or just like their deepest fears. There are things that people are not sharing with you. So, yes, when you hear something that seems totally out of character for that person, it doesn't mean that it's not within the realm of their capability. Okay. Doesn't mean that it's not possible just because that's not how you know them. So I think that Ashton, I think that Mila, I think they're truthfully speaking to how they know Danny Masterson with maybe not considering that there is part of him that they don't know. So, anyway, that's just what I want to add to it. Again, I'll put those links there. If you like this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and please share. I will be back next time.